right, very ominous start. Well, a movie carrying a lot of controversy and several films up for awards hit the theaters this weekend.
And here to tell us what he thought of The Interview and other films is our resident film critic, Will Loper.
It's all about the dramatics, Mary Jo. Well, it's finally here. The Interview is out and playing. Is it worth all the hoopla? Well, not really, but it's not really the point anyway. In case you're one of the few on the planet who haven't heard of this movie, it tells the story of entertainment host Dave Skylark, played by James Franco, and his producer, Seth Rogen, landing an interview with North Korea leader Kim Jong-un. The CIA gets involved, and they want them to assassinate Kim during an interview. Now, is this a searing political satire? Is it a commentary on the brutal leadership of Kim Jong-un? Well, a little bit. In reality, it's more an excuse to have Franco and Rogen exchange a ton of crude and lewd jokes in front of a green-screened North Korea. It's got some really fun moments and running gags throughout the whole movie, but again, it's a fictional comedy first and probably didn't quite deserve the big deal it got.
And it did get a big deal.
It did. It
got
a lot
of
enormous
talk about
deal.
It. Yeah. So what did you think?
I gave it 3.5 Katy Perry's out of 5. Kim Jong-un's favorite artist within the movie, of course.
I was going to say in real life.
No, well, it might be.
All right, well, next up we have Big Eyes, directed by Tim Burton.
Tim Burton, yes. This is the true life story about Margaret and Walter Keane. Margaret paints these pictures of children with huge eyeballs. Now, Walter, her husband, starts to take credit for them, and Margaret goes along at first, but then realizes she wants the credit for them, but is too far in over her head, so it's the fight to get credit for those paintings. Amy Adams gives a great performance. It's Tim Burton's best movie in years. It's a fascinating look at how human greed can grow out of control if left unchecked. Now, as far as chances for Oscars, Amy Adams may get a nomination for Best Actress, Best Song, Big Eyes, Lana Del Rey, looking to get a nomination. So on the very official Will Loper Oscar buzzometer, from Carrot Top to Meryl Streep, I give Big Eyes closer to Carrot Top.
Oh, really?
They'll probably only get one nomination, maybe not even that much.
Okay.
No wins.
Okay. Not really worth seeing?
No, I definitely recommend it. But as far as Oscar chances,
not going to happen.
No.
Okay. All right. So next you're looking at a Disney musical, Into the Woods. I hear some good things about
this. I'm excited for this one, so...
All the fairy tales. They've gone and grown up. Now, this is based on the popular stage musical. They've been trying to make it into a movie for years, and now they've finally done it, and it is really good. It's a story of a baker and his wife. They're trying to have a child, and along the way, they meet Cinderella, Rapunzel, Jack and the Beanstalk, Little Red Riding Hood, and more. The songs mostly remain intact. Performances all around are spectacular, with the exception of Little Red Riding Hood. Could not stand her. Meryl Streep is the witch. She's phenomenal, as always. I mean, come on, it's Meryl Streep.
I know.
Fairy tales, they are darker, a little more twisted, adult, so it's not entirely geared toward children, but I had a blast in this movie.
Okay.
Meryl Streep, she's likely to get a Best Supporting Actress. There's a bunch of technical categories, production design, costumes, sound mixing, that it's probably going to get nominated for as well. On the buzzometer, this is appropriately enough closer to Meryl Streep.
Of course.
It'll pick up some wins in the technical categories. Maybe Meryl Streep will win, but none of the big ones like picture or directing.
Okay.
I'm really excited for that one, so I'm very happy that you liked it.
Yes,
it's
see
Will
that
Loper
one.
approved.
It is.
All right, well, finally we have Angelina Jolie's Unbroken.
That's right. Now, this is based on the incredible true life story. It's one man's will to survive. It's World War II. His ship crashes in the ocean for several months. He lives on a raft until he's captured by the Japanese and gets put in work camps where he's tortured in all sorts of brutal ways. Now, there's not much stylization here, and there doesn't need to be. All you can do with this movie is sit back, watch, and think to yourself, what a story. How could this guy have lived through all of this? And I really liked it a lot. Best Picture nomination is possible. Perhaps a Best Adapted Screenplay, too. The other critics didn't like this quite as much as me. On the buzzometer, this one sits squarely on Liu. Possibly a nomination, but definitely not a win. So.
Okay. So what's up next?
Next week, still got Woman in Black 2, as well as a couple other Oscar predictions.
All right, we're looking forward to that one.
Thank you.
Yep, thank you.